Earthbound travelers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Little the Dice Presents The Darkened Queen in the Shadowed Rose. I'm Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM, and I will be your host this evening for this fine adventure. Thank you so much for joining us. We do have a few things to get out of the way. It's a kitty.
It's a kitty.
It's
a struggle kitty.
Pussy. So
struggle kitty.
Which brings me to my first announcement. We are for mature audiences only. If you're not a mature audience, please go ahead and leave. Secondly, we are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Wizards of the Coast, TRS, anybody that does TTRPG production, creation, and such. We're just a bunch of friends who get together, play D&D, and share it with you. The chat is absolutely going apeshit over getting to see the kitty. So that's what we're going to do. Tonight is just going to be showing you our kitties, and we're done. We're not playing tonight.
We're not playing. We're just all going to make Tabaxis or Landon characters. and show you our kitties. Ren, you get to go first. Show us your kitty.
I don't do that for free, sweetheart.
Patreon goal!
Okay.
How much do they have to donate to Patreon?
And
on that note,
back at the ranch, we do have some announcements to make. Locke.
Hi, gamers. I'm Locke Clark, and I'm being horribly inappropriate tonight, apparently. All right, so I'm here to talk to you about our partners in this endeavor at Level Up Dice. Find providers of luxury dice for all your sexy dice needs. And they just added some new things. Well, they're not new. They've been around, but they're back in the store, and you should go check them out, including some awesome D20s made out of semi-precious stones. My favorite are the ones that are back in stock, and so you can find these easily in new releases, is the Shadow Mask Glyphic Moonstone D20. Sorry, I said Moonstone. I meant Bloodstone. Bloodstone D20. Are you the type of person who likes to play the broody, violent, hide-in-the-shadows character? Then these might be the dice for you. They are a dark gray colored stone with almost a arterial blood spray speckle pattern across them. And then each face of the die is carved with the glyphic pattern, the shadow mask pattern, and those are filled in green. And it is just a really good looking die, guys. And they're not very expensive. You get a single D20, $25. They've got others back in stock that might be more to your taste or less to your taste. I don't know you. They've got the Snowflake Blue Sandstone Glyphic die. They've got the Sakura White Cat's Eye, which will be similar to our Blue Cat's Eye Ambassador set, but it's a White Cat's Eye, and it's got the same sort of pinkish red numbers. They've got a Red Jasper D20, a Phoenix Lapis D20, which is a blue and green stone, just gorgeous, filled in with orange numbers to make it contrast nice and pretty. They got an ionized, I said it correctly, Art Deco Rose Quartz. Yeah, and a, okay, we're going to try this. Arboretum Adventuring D20. I hope I said that right. I don't know. But yeah, they're all really cool, and you should go check them out, and you should do that by going through our portal, because it makes us look good, and you want us to look good. So the portal you're going to use is https://bit.ly/L, D, all one word. No, that's not right. That's not right. No, I mixed the two portals together. I'm sorry. It's L, U, D, Will of the Dice, all one word. Go check those out. Once again, that's bit.ly/LUD Will of the Dice. Go check those out. Yeah, we'd also like to thank the musicians who provided music for tonight's show. Those musicians are Michael Gelfi. They are Kevin MacLeod. They are Dwergar. And they are Patrick Taylor, our very own Pants. Thanks, Pants!
Awesome. Thank you, Locke.
Oh, thanks, Pants. I have to look up to see Pants.
You have to look up pants. They're looking up your pants. All right, Ren.
Is that a sausage?
Thanks, Tier. So, most of you already know, but if you're new here, let me fill you in. Since we started, we've been doing something called One Community, One Campaign, where each week we give a shout out to a small business here in our hobby space to help support other creators. Because none of us is in this alone. We're all in this together, right? So tonight's is for Christian, and please, please forgive me if I say your last name wrong. I'm so bad with names. It's Christian Borchette or Church. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Of My Sound Delve. They are currently on Android and iOS, have added new features and fresh monthly thematic sound effects. That's over 2.6 thousand fantasy and sci-fi sounds that you can download. It's designed for players and DMs, and a subscription gives access to all of the sounds and customization options, including in-app voice recording and unlimited personal sound uploads. Download the app so that you can express your character. Head on over to https://mysounddelve.com. That's mysounddelve.com, and check out what they've got for you.
Thanks, Ren. If some of you may remember, there was a couple episodes where I used it just with producing and everything else. There's just too much to keep track of. But, like, playing around a table, it would be badass to have. So, awesome. Guys, do you want a pimp-ass Will of the Dice shirt? Maybe you want a drink cozy. Maybe you want a mouse pad. Head on over to willofthedice.com/shop. You also can get hoodies since we're still in the middle of the cold weather, at least here on the East Coast. Go check it out. Also, if you are a Patreon member, the newest episodes of After the Rolls have dropped. If you're not, After the Rolls is basically a talk show where we sit down with different members of the cast and discuss the sessions after they happen, talk about favorite moments, things like that, and they even get to ask me questions, which sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't blame them. I wouldn't ask me questions either.
Because sometimes you get answers.
And sometimes you don't want them.
And worse yet, sometimes you accidentally give them ideas.
What? No. But you can support and subscribe. It's patreon.com/WOT Dice. All right, that's all the announcements we got. Let's go ahead and make our introductions and get into it.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Patrick, the voice of Russell Alafra. 2 feet tall, orange and fuzzy, more dog-like than dragon-like. This kobold cleric is the official physician and clerical healer of the Blood Hunters, not healers. He was saved at a young age, and he is no stranger to the evils of the world, but he wants to become the oldest and the kindest kobold there ever was. And you can find me on Twitter at PeculiarPatrick.
Hi y'all, I'm Dan. I play Garbo. He's a short little green goblin with big, strong, muscular arms. He carries a black iron cauldron with him, which he mixes his brews in. And wrapped around his neck is his most close companion, Mr. Stuffykins, the Stuffed Displacer Beast. You can find me on Twitter at RavenousDan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, and tonight I'll be playing Eliana Trudeau, the 5'2" spunky elf with short, choppy black hair. She's been through a lot recently, including the death of her girlfriend. She's not coping as well as you might think. And, yeah, struggling with having recently lost a really powerful blade to a demon. Yeah. You can find me over on Twitter at @Ran_Matley.
Hi gamers, I'm still Lot Clark, and tonight I'll be playing Bjornor Sandgar, the curmudgeonly middle-aged dwarf who has a bit of a bias against monstrous races, or races he considers to be monstrous. And recently he's been kind of down on Garbo, especially for releasing Malacucius into the world. But we killed Malacucius, so I think he might be starting to feel a little better about that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Lock Unruly. That's Lock with an H.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Just a reminder, tonight's safe word is porcelain. And with that, if there's no last requests, we'll get started.
Up the face!
My last request is, who are you? As you did not introduce yourself, I don't know who you are, and I'm very confused.
So in case you missed it at the beginning, I'm Tier the DM, the world's okayest DM. And you can find me on Twitter at Tier_the_DM. When last we met, our heroes had fought Malacucius the Scourge. They had defeated the demon. They had discovered some information that they needed to travel to the Underdark to seek out the Temple of the Twisted Spear. There they would find the means to destroy that which is immortal, such as one druid, high priestess, Hummingbird, and maybe even Zakez. They learned that the entryway that they were needing into the Underdark was in the Mountain of Iron, one homeland to one Bjarnor. I bet he's so happy to go home.
Oh, yeah. So happy.
Taking advantage of time still being frozen in the Emerald, they searched the library. They procured some items. Hold on, something's wrong. Haha! Da-da! Sorry about that. I fixed it. They had found the room registered to a Mordred and Gwen that was booby-trapped. And that is where we left. And this is where we resume our tale. And this is where we determine, have you been forsaken to the will of the dice? As you stand in this room questioning... Yes, Ren?
We finished investigating the room and found a suite where we got comfy for the night and had dinner.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
No. This is a bad day mentally for me, so...
And we all appreciate your meticulous note-taking. And have
Very
made
much
note
so.
of what a good job you do.
So, that's right, you all settled into sleep. And morning would come. That makes my job even easier.
So we got a long rest?
You got a long rest.
Oh, hey, Tyr, can I, there was something I meant to ask last game, but we were all tired. It had been a long night. We fought a big fight. At one point, I went back to get a second, before we went to the inn, I went back and got a second water skin of black water for brewing potions with.
That is correct.
When I went back, Malacucius' body is still laying there, and are any of his weapons just laying about?
His body and his weapons were gone.
Okay. That's weird, but alright. Better than, like, some random person finding his evil fucking scythe laying on the ground. when time unfreezes.
Actually, give me a perception check. We're going to go back in time.
Sure, don't fuck me, Ustad. That's 15 plus whatever my perception is. Plus 1. I am so perceptive. Unless it's smell-based.
It could be scent based, so I'll
You give me the advantages. It landed right in the lip. What's that? That is less good. So 16.
16. You will find that where his body was will be 13 black roses.
I'm going to stop and examine the roses since I have proficiency with herbalism.
Okay.
Is there? I know it's probably more nature than anything. I also have a bit of that, but is there? Is there anything unusual about the flowers themselves, or are they just flowers?
Just flowers.
All right. We can warp back to the next morning. And over coffee, I'll pull Ellie aside for just a second.
So,
Hey, go ahead.
go ahead.
Hey, I had a weird question. Is there a significance in your people's culture to the number 13 or black roses?
Here, is there anything culturally significant to her?
Nope.
Does she know of any black roses that grow here in the Emerald?
Give me a history check.
That would be a solid 15.
They are supposedly black roses that grow in the deep. They are one of the only places you will see actual naturally black roses. Supposedly, if rumor were to ever be true, they're near the River of Dreams.
There's nothing significant to our culture, but the only black roses I know of are ones that grow out in the deep near the River of Dreams. They wouldn't grow out here. But ask.
Is there's 13 of them growing where Malcusius fell?
Tyr, what does she know about the roses that grow near the River of Dreams, or the River of Dreams itself?
Give me another history check.
Okay. Well, that's even better than last time. Yay. 21.
Supposedly, the black roses are used in a ritual to bring something back to life. Supposedly, there's an old being that everyone calls the witch that lives near the River of Dreams. That has been known to, for a price, bring the dead warriors back. Supposedly, if you can believe the legends.
Is this the same creature that might take a drop of your essence to save your friends?
Maybe. Say it. You know you want to.
Jerk.
Close enough. That counts.
Oh no. No. No.
What?
Well, if the old stories are to be believed, the black roses are sometimes used to bring someone or something back. There's legends of a witch who lives in the deep who will do such a thing for a price.
Now, when you say bring someone back, anyone or just the person who fell that the rose grew on?
Here, did you know that?
Doesn't know.
I don't know. That certainly doesn't seem good.
Yeah. Maybe we should ask the others what they think. Figure out what to do before we leave. I mean, black roses growing here that might tempt someone to go out and deal with this witch. Sounds like a bad idea either way. And if they can bring back Malcusius, we should cut them all down and salt the area.
So, Tyr, just to clarify, were they growing there or had been laid there?
They were growing there.
So this isn't something someone has picked and brought here.
No.
Growing there.
They were growing there.
Does she know if there's any significance to them growing there instead of being
No.
cut? Okay. I figured it was worth asking.
You will hear the doorbell, the bell above the door jingle as someone enters. stopping mid-stride, looking at you all, their face covered by the large hood of their cloak, as you hear, well, this is unexpected.
Sally jumped to her feet, hand on her hilt. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I don't know if I should answer that question. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I am Eliana Tuto of the Crochet. This is my family's home. My people. You will tell me who you are and what you are doing here.
Let me wait. May I just? Is this your room? You the bastard set those booby traps?
I am. You the poor bastard that found them?
Yep. I draw my axe and pull it across my arm, lighting it on fire.
You don't want to do that, friend.
Wait a minute. Your room. Are you Mordred Nighthawk?
I am. And your friend needs to stand down because I don't want to kill anyone else today.
Ellie's
Nearly
gonna,
killed me.
Ellie's gonna fist to her head and her heart and take a knee.
And you hear a very small voice coming from a chair at the table. Can somebody please explain to me what the fuck is happening? I'm just having breakfast and now, Mr. Mordred, sorry to be kind of rude. What the fuck are you doing here?
I came to get some food. What the fuck are you doing here?
Leslie,
Having breakfast?
Leslie, do you really not know who Mordred Nighthawk is?
I'm just assuming that this is just... And he's still at the table. He gets up, he brings over the small leg of the chicken he was eating and hands it to Mordred. He's like, look, it's early, you caught me at a bad time, and I'm just waking up from the coffee, and just come. If you want some food, we'll have some food, and then you can do whatever the fuck you're doing in this half-ass frozen town. We got slightly more important things to do than mess around with some guy who is not the father of magic and is gonna do his own stuff.
Leslie?
What?
Mordred Nighthawk is a great hero of my people. Believed to have died 1,000 years ago to seal away Malachutius.
Yeah, he's not dead. Looking good, by the way.
No, he might not be dead, but if he is here, something significant must be happening.
If he's here, he's kind of an idiot because he totally left here first. Why would you come back after running away? I don't know. But anyway.
He did not run away.
Come have food. He'll
Dude.
help Mordred over to the table to sit.
He won't move. His eyes, you can see the green eyes under the hood are locked on Bayanor.
Bjorn, please. Put it away, please.
You got anything to say for yourself, elf?
Shit's after me. Trying to take out as much of it as I can, dwarf.
And if it had been the innkeeper what found your door like that?
It had been dead.
Fucking bastards. Uncaring, selfish pricks.
I'd have brought him back.
I let the axe extinguish and I put it away. I go and pour
You
myself
can just
more
bring
coffee.
people back?
Well, I have friends. Besides, I knew the innkeeper wouldn't because he will motion around. Everybody's frozen.
Except for you. How
And
is
us.
it possible? Yes, but they were already frozen when we arrived here in the forest. How are you not?
I do not know. So you're the ones that killed Malachutius.
Yep.
Yep.
That was us!
Indeed we are.
Excellent. I'm glad that fucker's dead.
Well, funny you should mention that. Bjorn was just explaining to us that he found black roses growing where Malachutius fell.
The witch.
That is what I'm afraid of.
That's not good.
No, that's what I was thinking.
What's it mean?
Well, if that witch brings him back, there's a teleportarium next to the River of Dreams. He could go anywhere.
Well, if I remember correctly, wouldn't that mean it would take pressure off of us and the other group of heroes that have been told to us that are happening? And that way, Anchor could then be busy with whatever they were doing, fighting Malacutius, and then we can kind of like sneaky.
Well, yes and no, my little kobold friend. He will lower his hood, his brown hair spilling out, his eyes smiling, though no expression touches his face. He will move and take a chair, spinning it around to sit with the back against its chest as he puts his arms on the top of the back of the chair. If Malacutius is allowed to come to power, to regain his full strength, if he was to be brought back. But that's going to take a while. That's days upon days of ritual. So I'm sure that can be stopped.
Well, we better stop it. We can't let Malacutius go running amok.
Had you not discovered this, where would you be doing? What would you be doing?
We were heading for Frenia.
Mm-hmm.
Why Frenia?
We need access to the teleportation that the Frenians have. We need to reach the Mountain of Iron.
Oh. Why the Mountain of Iron?
Really? Hang on.
Actually, that's not our first.
You know this. Why are you asking us?
Wesley, why do you think he knows?
No. You. Somebody big came and talked to us. They told all of us things. I don't pay attention very much. I lose a lot of it in context. It's hard to follow common and languages. But you're like a guy that knows like everything. You wrote it down in some books or something. And you know that. Why are you asking us?
You all were not in the books. You all were not in the prophecies. Not the ones I had access to.
But you wrote
I reach into the bag of holding and I produce the book that Wesley had been reading in the library yesterday, and I flip to the part and read the bit about the kobold, the werebear, the goblin, half elf that and the elf that defeat Malacutius, or that.
Oh, thank God.
Like, it was written down. Maybe not by you, but someone did. I snapped the book closed and put it back in my bag.
Thank the gods. Excellent. So, you all need to get to the Iron City to do whatever.
I look at Ellie. You trust him? Like, really trust him?
I would have no reason not to. I was raised on the stories of Mordred Nighthawk and his great bravery, and the way he freed the slaves and brought peace and equality to us.
Yes, eventually we're going to the Iron Mountain, but first we have to go into the mountains near Frenia, find a lost floating city that crashed, and get a sword.
Dragonclaw.
You know,
one moment, Mr. Mordred, sir. I hope you don't get offended by this. And he'll clap his hands and extend them and be like, I just need some truth. And then everybody is going to need to, within like the 15-foot circle around Wesley, needs to make a charisma saving throw, DC 18. You can also choose to fail, because he's casting Zone of Truth. Because he doesn't believe this is possibly Mordred Nighthawk. He's supposed to know all of this.
17. I just missed it.
Dirty 20. Natural 20.
I'll fail. I don't care. Garbo will just tell the truth.
I just want to be able to lie to Mordred. I don't care. I don't need to lie to anybody else in the room.
Okay, so on a failed, they can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. I know whether something succeeds or fails.
Mordred will notice what you're doing and choose to fail the saving throw.
Thanks. I appreciate your openness and honestness in this situation. I've been burned before. I'm sure you are dealt with people that look like other people but aren't actually those people before. And like I said, I'm not further away. I'm just now having my coffee. And he will pick up the cup of coffee and drink it. Continue with whatever you're all saying. I've done my job.
I know Dragonclaw. I've been there. Well, when it was up in the skies.
It's been an incredible sight.
It was interesting.
Y'all haven't figured it out. Ellie is like super starstruck right now.
Yeah. And Bjorn was entirely annoyed by that. Yeah.
We have a couple of options here. I can go take care of the witch and help you get to where you're going. You can go take care of the witch and I'll be about my business.
What business is it that you're on?
I'm headed to the Weeping Wasteland. Someone has to stop that bitch. And if you all can't, if the others can't, then I'll have to give my life for it.
I do not want to die.
Would you want to die?
I'm a Carbon. It's what we do.
He will speak to you in Kobold. It may be what you want, what you do, but do you want to die?
In Cobalt, I'll have lived almost a longer life than my brothers and sisters. I've done more good than any kobold I know. At this point, I feel like my tombstone is pretty good. What is yours, dear Mordred? What is yours?
I don't want to die.
Well, that is very fair. And the first time, and he'll set his little cup down, the first time I believed it. And he will dissolve the Zone Truth.
Well, for one, I think we really need to deal with that witch. I don't want Malthus's coming back.
Is it possible that you could help us?
I can help you deal with the witch if you wish to do it yourself. I have something that will keep the deep sickness from taking you.
The last time I took them deep, they were unconscious. And I did something stupid.
You made a deal with her.
I didn't realize it was her and I was desperate. I could not wake them.
He will run his finger along the scar that runs from his temple all the way down to his neck. I understand.
So it sounds like you got a personal stake in that witch dying.
Oh, I've already killed her twice, so.
Oh, well, you're pretty good at that then, huh?
So,
Look, I'm not going to talk to you guys all mystic and prophet like that's. I think it's bullshit that prophets just can't come out and say what it is they need to fucking say. It'd make our lives a lot easier. So I'm going to be blunt with you guys. The world has
Alright.
gone to shit. Nature will soon start unraveling, and with it, magic. The gates of Angermora are about to be broken wide open. And that crazed bitch Lilith is running around. Only knows what game she's playing at, because she sure as fuck ain't loyal to Zakaz.
And
She sure as fuck ain't loyal to no one.
she might kind of, sort of have gotten something from me that she shouldn't have.
Herpes?
No.
That actually makes Bjarnar's chuckle.
No, I'm not as experienced as you are, Walter. I've only had one real love.
One's all it takes.
She might
As she's saying that, like Bjarnar's behind her back going,
He winks and nods.
She might have gotten the angel fire blade from me by accident.
Lilith has the angel fireblade.
I
Well-
tried not to let her get it.
Excellent.
she took it while we were fighting Malakuse. Why is that excellent?
What do you mean?
Oh, that blade. She will be so busy trying to figure out how to master that fucking thing.
It did try several times to kill me when I was fighting other things.
And if she has it, then it's safe. So when you track it down and kill them, you'll be closer to whomever you need to use it on. If she doesn't first.
When it chose me, I thought I was to use it on Malakutius, and I did, but then the Lilith took it from me.
No, that blade was made to destroy. Was made for powerful things.
Malakuse is pretty powerful.
No, he wasn't. Not in the state that you fought him in.
Come on. I'm interested in the treat.
There are creatures out there that go bump in the night, and one of them that is waking is called Raza Hazar, the shadowed dragon.
Is this a story that Eliana would have heard?
No. You see, Angermora was built on the back of Raza Hazar. So the legends go. And he sleeps until the days of the cataclysms, when he will wake, and when the gates are opened, he will consume, and his consumption will reforge the world in shadow and flame.
Right,
sounds
so that'll
terrifying.
be bad, yeah.
Well, there's fail-safes in place, the Scions, for example.
Alright, let's cut to the chase here, since we're not bullshitting around and speaking all prophetic-like. You got somewhere you need to be. We got somewhere we need to be. There's a witch in the woods needs dealing with. Now, who do you reckon, since you have a broader perspective than we do, Mr. I've been alive for over 1,000 years, who do you reckon's timetable is more strict? Ours or yours?
Yours.
So you're saying that you think you should deal with the witch and send us on to Frenia? Or to Dragonclaw, or wherever you can send us.
Or you could go deal with the witch and use the teleportarium to get the Dragonclaw and save yourself time trying to hunt the fucking thing down.
That seems fair enough. So tell you what. Why don't you be about your business and we'll be about ours. You help us out so we can get through the deep and get to the witch to kill her. We'll go kill a witch. use the teleportarium to get where we need to go so we can get to the business of finding that sword and then get to the Iron Mountain so that we can get on about the rest of our job so that you don't have to give up your life to your ex-wife.
He will reach in his bag slowly, making sure that his movements are not misconstrued as hostile. And
My hand goes to my axe and just stays there.
Then lay 4 silver peaches on the table. These are from the deep. Eat them, and you'll not suffer the deep sickness.
But now? I can eat now?
He will then pull out a red dexahedron. Use this at the teleportarium. You'll know where it goes. It'll take you to Dragonclaw.
Alright. Hey. Just so you know, and now that we've bought you a little leeway in your timeline, by not having to go deal with the witch yourself, your kid and your grandkids are somewhere nearby. You might want to go have a word with them before you go off to...
Let me ask you a question, Dwarf.
Yeah.
If it would cause less pain and suffering to someone that you loved, but would cause your own self heartache and sorrow, would you do it?
Yeah.
Me too.
Before you go, just on the off chance someone asks us and they want to know, what you doing back? You ran away and now you're back. Why
I
are
didn't
you
run
back?
away. I was thrown into a druid's sleep.
No, I mean like run away as in like the and he like points to like
The rope
room-
hanging out the window.
the rope and like the trap set up for him to go out the window and stuff like that.
Oh, we just used this room to fuck in. I sleep in the woods. This was a trap in case anybody was hunting, and we figured we paid for it, and it had a bed.
I'm actually curious, Mordred. In the book, it said you were with someone named Lan.
Yes, my wife.
Oh, you're remarried. Congratulations.
Thank you. She's hell on wheels.
Wesley.
Oh,
Probably should have waited until we got to the...
no,
Deep-
Laura told you. Laura told me not to do that now.
Idiot.
Mordred, how long will the effects of the silver fruit last?
The silver fruit are forever.
Oh, well, good.
Just a chance you may not be able to leave the deep once you get in there. I'm kidding.
What? Oh, okay, good. We're very good.
I'm kind of imagining Garbo putting the whole thing in his mouth, pit and all.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yarnart scoops up his peach, pulls out a knife, and starts slicing chunks of it off, and then eating them off the tip of the knife.
But again, I know you don't. Well, now I know you don't sleep in the bed, but like, why back here? You just left, like you left, and then you.
This is my home. Well, the falls are my home.
You live in a water? That's a lot to unpack. I don't need to know about that. All
Oh,
right.
there's a cave behind the waterfall. Actually, a really nice set of rooms back there.
Yes, there is. There's multiple caves behind the falls if you know how to look. Speaking of the falls, he will reach into his pouch and pull out an amulet. It is in the symbol of the infinity helix. For the ones that don't know, that's a sideways 8. and he will slide it to you, Eliana.
What is this?
This is one of my personal devices. This marks you as a friend of Mordred Nighthawk. But if you grab it and anyone is touching you and you say home, it brings you to the falls.
That is incredible. And it might come handy if we find ourselves in a bad spot.
Yeah. Or if Bjarne wants a date.
Or we come back. We just need to come back.
Yeah.
As I'm eating my peach, I'm slowly like just I've been sort of pacing around a little bit. I walk behind Garbo and smack him across the back of the head.
Ellie just
Idiot.
stands there looking confused. Why would that help him with a date?
But he's got a pen pal.
Hurry!
Yeah.
It's not a pen pal.
Well, I mean, you did throw the piece of paper away, so how are you supposed to draw him back?
Exactly.
Well, that is a shame, Bjarno. You never know. You might have liked him.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Mordred, sorry, we kind of go into this thing where we kind of pick at each other sometimes. It's still early in the morning, so we're still kind of waking up. But, thanks for telling us about the witch, I guess. And, again, this is your home, but, like, what are you doing?
Well, I'm getting something to eat. I'm going to go fuck my wife, and then I'm going to continue making my way towards the Weeping Wasteland.
I think we've forgotten a very important question, my friends.
What's that?
I mean, if you're gonna ask him what position he's gonna fuck his wife in, that's kind of personal, and you might want to like lay off a little.
Oh, no. I mean, Sarah and I were not exactly quiet about it around you boys, but hey, even I know that there's a line.
I'm just curious how he's going to do it if she's frozen. But that's neither here nor there.
She's not frozen.
Well, that's good.
Well, I guess that answers that question. Anyway, what?
Is there anything we need to know about killing or interacting with the witch?
Yes, she lies. She lies a lot. But her lies are always believable.
Don't I know it?
She will try to flee. Iron stake her footprints. She cannot run.
Hang on. You want me to put an iron stake through a footprint on the ground?
Did I stutter? Or is
No,
English...
I'm just making sure. Okay,
Yes.
He takes out his little book and like is trying to write it down. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Mordred. You see, I'm not accustomed to fighting the witches. Mostly my expertise is in the big beasties and the creepy crawlies that have no blood.
Oh, then you'll love Dragonclaw.
Does she
Here?
like?
Go ahead, whoever.
Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, I was gonna ask Marjorie. Does she like? When she runs away, does she teleport or turn into like creepy crawlies or anything like Malachutius did or like Lilith does or?
She just goes invisible. Just disappears.
She goes invisible. Okay, good. That helps. Yeah.
Will staking her footprints help to prevent her from going
Yep.
invisible?
It'll bind her in one spot for a few moments.
Okay.
Hey, Tyr.
Yes.
In my years of research and hunting monsters, have I ever read anything about something that you need to put an iron stake through its footprint to trap it?
Give me a history check. with advantage since it's Fey, Fiend, or whatever.
11. And that is a 17. 17 plus. You said history?
Yes.
25.
Yes, witches.
Okay.
You can iron stake a witch's footprint, and it'll bind them in place.
And do I know if my pitons are made of iron?
They are.
Perfect. All right. So she's just a witch. She's not like a hag or something. Good to know.
She's a powerful witch.
All right. Powerful witch.
Do we need to use a specific type of weapon when we kill her or take her heart or her head?
You know, I don't know how to keep her dead.
Would my research have told me anything?
With a 25, everybody but Ban or Earmuff. There are legends that say you can iron stake a witch through the heart and it will forever bind them to the grave. But there's nothing like in the Blood Hunter manuals or anything like that.
Okay. Bring everybody back. So out of professional curiosity, Mr. Nighthawk, you how have you killed her in the past?
Oh.
Like you said you've tried to make her stay dead, so I assume you've used various methodations on how to.
The first time I took her head, the second time I burned her.
Well, then I got an idea that might work a little better. See how it goes.
Well, hopefully. All right. He'll smack the back of the chair and stand up. I'm glad to have met you folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the pleasure's all yours.
Yeah, you.
I glance over at Ellie, and probably hers.
And Ellie will, in fact, stand and do the fist to head and heart again. It has been an honor to have met you.
He will do the hand to his fist and his heart. Oh, it is good to see a Kersham living the life of a Kersham.
I reach into the bag of holding and I pull out a blank notebook, and I just sort of put it in. I hold it vaguely in front of Ellie.
What is that for?
Oh, I figured you wanted his autograph. Is that did I read that wrong? Oh, all right. We just tear it out and look downstairs if you need it.
You gave me this nice tasty peach. I thought I'd give you a treat that I made. I made these nice stuffed truffles for us. It'll boost you up and make you healthier.
He will take it and pop it. Just.
Oh, good. Mordred now has 5 temporary HP.
Cool.
Oh yeah, here's yours. Everyone, pass them out. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Garbo. Oh, these actually aren't bad.
Yeah, good.
You're actually getting better at this cooking thing, Garbo.
Yeah, thank you.
For a guy of legend, you're not too bad. You're Mr. Mordred, and hopefully we're able to do what we gotta do, and you don't have to die.
He will pull a dagger off of his chest and slide it across the table to you, Banor.
What's that for?
Let's just say it's even for you finding my booby trap.
Alright, I pick up the dagger warily and examine it.
It is perfection in weapon form. If you had to gauge it, this thing is like a couple thousand gold pieces just to have the blade made.
I do that thing that I do the fancy, like, I spin it around the back of my hand and recatch it. I drumstick spin it across my palm and recatch it. I check the balance of it and flip it and catch it again. Wow, that's nice.
It generates Dumbcane. It's got 2 uses.
Maybe be careful not to cut yourself with that one.
Yeah.
And as my final act, he will set his backpack down, open it, rummage it, pull out a crown, put it on his head. I open my court, the Court of Mountain Crest, and I name you all Honorary Talcafar. You may go to the deep with my blessing. So it is written, so shall it be.
Sorry. When he pulls out the crown, Ellie's going to take a knee, because she knows who he is.
I cross my arms and look at him like this is the most pretentious thing I've ever seen.
There will be a flash of blue from the crown, and each of you will feel a ring on your middle finger on your left hand.
I hold it up. Well, that's nifty.
When you go to hold it up, he's gone.
Damn it.
What is this? What is this for?
Does
What
Eliana
was
know what
this?
this is?
It is the signal of the Talcafar.
This one right here.
And
Yeah,
Ellie...
this-
Well, they're flipping each other off, essentially. Eliana is looking at it. Do you honestly not know what this is?
My friend, I know it's early, and you probably haven't had your coffee either. But I'm 2 feet tall, orange and fuzzy, and I'm a kobold. I have no idea about any of these customs. I have no idea what it means. The words you keep saying sometimes go literally over my head. Yeah. So what is this?
Ellie will move so that she's now kneeling in front of Wesley. This is the ring of the Talcafar. The Talcafar are the Deepwalker Rangers, those who protect the people of the Emerald from the things that escape the rift, things that come from nightmare. They
What's
watch
your
the deep and keep us safe.
So what you're saying is, he kind of hustles over to his backpack, rummages around in it, pulls out his business card, and goes over to the table and writes down on it and hands it to you. And you'll see that it says his normal business card, and it also says in very scrawled handwriting, Talcafar, but not spelled anywhere how it's supposed to be spelled, because he has no idea how to spell it. It's like, is this right? Is that right? Have I now?
Hey, we'll work on the spelling.
Perfect! How's that? Hey, Garbo, we're Talcafar. We're cool as fuck.
Oh yeah, I guess it's good. Okay, cool.
We got licenses to kill, even though we already had licenses to kill. But now we only answer to one. Wait a second. Now we answer to more people. But that's not as cool.
What? Oh.
The Talcafar,
Well,
and Eliana would know this, the Talcafar answer to no one. They are an entity amongst themselves. They are treated with the utmost respect in the Emerald. They are, you've never met a Talcafar that had to pay for a drink or a meal?
Ow.
Problem is they have a short life expectancy.
Because of what they do. You've all met the Talcafar.
Wait. Yeah, Mordred guy. He was a Talcafar. And his the Boone. No, Bang.
Who we have met, who has helped us.
He's been like kind of an elf, or at least an elf friend. Hi, I'm an Alfred.
Yes, Wesley.
Goblin
you're an
elf?
honorary elf now.
Wow.
He was his little ears. I do feel a little porn here. You go take his business card and back in his bag.
I'm gonna make a note to make some little elf ears for Wesley and stick them on him when he's asleep.
So, finish breakfast, gear up, and we gotta go kill the witch, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Now remember, she is not the only danger in the deep. The deep is a wild and dangerous place. We must be on our guard. The creatures
We'll
that
be
dwell
okay.
there- the creatures that dwell there are dangerous, and if the madness has taken them, they are absolutely deadly.
Oh. We're protected from the beaches, right?
Only from the deep sickness. Do you remember the last time we went Garbo, when you all fell asleep and I could not wake
Oh,
you?
yeah.
That was deep sickness.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so at least that won't happen to us now.
Yes.
Well, okay. I guess, I'll, just gotta finish my coffee here, and, guess we just get it moving. Good job, y'all.
Sorry to interrupt. Ren, can I get a mic check from you? I had to adjust your volume. They're saying they can't hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that
Can
better?
everybody hear me now?
All right, one more mic check.
Gremlins.
Hello, hello. Can anyone hear me now?
Okay, that's as loud as I can do. Yeah, they're saying it's better. So it wouldn't be Will of the Dice without Tech Gremlins.
Amen.
And this is where we're going to take our first break. I need to take medicine. I'm not doing well pain-wise. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. We are back. Thank you so much for hanging out while we went to our break. We got the beverages of choice. Some of us got snickety snacks. I have cheese pies. And
snacks, damn it.
we'll go get snacks because I'm going to give away a set of dice. So if you hurry. That's right. We're giving away a set of our Cat's Eye Ambassador dice. Cat's Eye Ambassador dice. Who will the wheel of the dice pick? Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. Rolling the dice. And it is... Well, I think we're going to have to re-roll. It's Sir Ustad. I don't think he gets dice.
No dice for Ustad.
No dice for Ustad.
Hasn't Ustad won so many things already?
He has, but he just won a set of the Ambassador Cat's Eye dice. They are beautiful. And we're going to be giving away a set tomorrow night, so tune in. Tune in. We're going to be giving away a set tomorrow night. Hell, I may even give away a second set tonight. Because we're crazy boys.
Crazy. For the record, I got fruit snacks.
Ooh.
I have some dried cranberries.
Nice.
Healthy snack.
A healthy snack. All right. Oh, hold on. I got to check something real quick.
I remember walking past a camp at Penzic. And for those of you who don't know what Penzic is, you really ought to check it out. It's a lot of fun. Huge camping event we do with the Society of Creative Anachronism. But I remember walking past a camp. Actually, it's Locke's camp now. Back when they were up on one of the upper roads. And there were a couple of the girls sitting on the deck of the ship that is their camp's gate with a miniature crossbow, firing craisins at people, going, "Care for a healthy snack, my lord." Boink.
Sounds about right. I love my camp.
Alrighty. So when we'd left, the party had met Mordred Nighthawk. He had made them honorary Talcafar, given them something to help them in the deep, and vanished.
Well, I reckon we ought to be about it then.
Oh, yeah.
My belly is full of breakfast, and I've had enough coffee to be able to function. Let's do it.
Oh, yep.
You're forgetting something.
Why am I forgetting?
That thing you do every 12 hours.
You're so right! Thank you for reminding me that we need to have our very special, wonderful, fantastic... Okay, everybody bring it in. Let's sit down, crisscross, and let's hold the hands. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, my hands are clean. It's okay. And give me just 1 second here. I'm just thinking to myself, thinking good thoughts. Everybody just close your eyes, empty your mind, and then we just empty your mind, and we talk about how wonderful today is going to be, how today is not going to be a day that we're going to die. And I'm not going to do this whole bit for 10 minutes, but and that is and relax. And 10 minutes later, Wesley has ritually cast Mass Death Ward on everyone in the party.
I gotta tell you, the best part about that to me is because there's only 4 of us now, Bjornor has to hold hands with either Wesley or Garbo. There's no way to avoid both of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
This time I chose Wesley because Wesley said his hands were clean and I know Garbo was cooking.
It's a very good point.
And eating.
Yeah.
So, y'all have, for the 12 hours, if you drop below 1, you drop to 1 instead. You drop below 0, you drop to 1 instead, and if something would be instantly killed you, it doesn't instantly kill you, but the spell ends in both cases. There you go. Now, look, I'm being a cleric, yay! Don't mind me, just doing cleric things. Thank you for reminding me, Barnor. I felt personally like I really needed that extra moment to just... So, thank you.
Alright, let's go be blood hunters and kill a witch.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I've read this one before.
All right, so what are you doing?
Packing up our gear and provisions and heading out to the deep.
I imagine that you are guiding the way because you know where the deep is from here and we don't.
Yep, and while they're traveling through the city portion or the village portion, they can travel twice as fast as normal because they're with Eliana.
So it only takes a couple of hours, and you can actually physically see the demarcation of where the deep starts, as the forest on the elven side is well kept, the grass almost manicured, the trees pruned and properly maintained, the fruit orchards there, row after row after row of trees. And then you get to the demarcation where the ground is covered in a thick fog. There's a scent of death and decay. The trees, most of the trees are dying, twisted, gnarled masses reaching through the shadows. You all feel like something's watching you. Welcome to the deep.
Well, this place is appropriately unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This is fine. This is a normal spooky word. It's fine. And Wesley is going to walk very closely. He's going to be very close to Eliana when he's walking through the deep. Constantly checking his angles. He'll have his crossbow out.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my 2 battle axes and light them up.
I warned you, Wesley. This is where a nightmare seeps through into our world. It is a dangerous and dark place.
All right. Grab my hand.
I took 5 damage from lighting up my axes. So that's bye-bye temporary hit point.
Yeah.
If I may have the marching order, please.
I believe Eliana would be leading in this case.
That would make Wesley right behind her.
Actually, Tyr, that's an important question. Does Eliana know where they are going?
The only thing Eliana knows is how they get to the spot where she met the witch before.
Alright, then that's where we'll start.
I'll take last.
Okay.
Ah! My lid broke.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It is.
Oh wait, I know how to fix it. You need your lead to elongate. Quick, Ellie, show him your kitty.
I'm talking about the lead in my lead pencil.
I love that you got a double face palm from them on that one.
So worth it.
Okay. As you begin walking, you can hear the sounds of exotic birds calling in the distance. Random sounds of large panther-like noises. Some deep growling. The air grows thicker and colder, almost dampening your skin as the fog rises and rises. It'll be to neck level on Garbo and Wesley. thick swirling around your feet as you walk.
I'm well, mostly paying attention to staying with the party and where the party is going. I am checking our back trail for danger very regularly.
Give me an perception.
Perception.
Could Wesley also be making a perception as he would be trying his hardest to keep his head above the fog and keeping alert?
Sure.
Thank you, good sir.
Ustad fucked me. That's an 8.
And you liked it.
Oh wait, do I get
advantage?
Do I get advantage for scent?
Sure, why not?
That's better than an 8. That's 12. So 13.
You will notice that the demarcation seems to have disappeared, that the deep runs forever behind you, where once you saw the luscious green forest through the trees, there is now just the death and decay in all directions.
Wesley got an 18.
You will notice the same thing, Wesley.
Arbo's getting scared. He's gonna light his cauldron on fire, biting his hand, squeezing blood in the cauldron lighting on fire.
Cauldron and not your flail?
Cauldron. Flails at the side. Take 3 damage.
Eventually, you will come to the point, this small clearing, where, Eliana, you had watched your friends fall asleep. Their outlines laying there before you as you felt hopeless when that voice came and you were able to salvage them. How long ago that feels. You will see leading out of the clearing is a path, well-worn dirt, the fog seeming not to touch.
Don't think I have anything that will dispel fog.
Hey, Dyson Autism is raiding with a party of 15. Thanks so much, Rager Metal.
Hey!
Thanks, Dyson Autism.
Thank you so much for the raid. And we're not on break.
Right?
Astonishing.
I don't have anything that would dispel fog. The fact that the one path is clear seems suspicious.
What?
What? I mean, you would never, ever be tricky with us. Ever.
Rainbows, puppies, and unicorns.
Yeah, except the puppies and kittens are rabid, the unicorns are stabby, and the rainbows have fucking homicidal leprechauns under them.
I've never once been killed by homicidal leprechauns at Tears tables, so never heard of them.
First
We're
time
safe
for everything.
there.
I would say, I'll make note of that. Remember, I'm your other DM. Let's see if we can add them to the list of things Patrick doesn't like. Alright, so the one path being clear seems a little suspicious. I know it is daytime, or it was when we left anyway. I do remember it was hard to gauge how long we had been walking in the deep the last time. How long does it feel like it's been?
Give me a perception check.
That's 15 plus 6, so 21.
Does Eliana have keen mind?
Eliana does not have keen mind.
Feels like it's been days.
So we feel like we're tired, like last time. How are all of you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah.
Could use a nap.
Perhaps we should take rest, but we must keep the watch.
I'm gonna take a pass around the outskirts of the camp, or the clearing area that we're in, where we apparently camped last time. I'm particularly looking for scents of things that have been in the area recently. Anything that catches my eye. I imagine I can't really see the ground to do any proper tracking, but
Give me a perception check. Or investigation. Let's call this investigation.
don't fuck me, stud. Ooh, that's good. That's a dirty 20.
The scent of sulfur and brimstone.
Sorry. Actually, that's a 27 because my investigation is so much higher than my perception.
The smell of brimstone and sulfur. Something that will set your hair on edge. There's something dangerous. Something unworldly has been this way.
I don't know that it's safe to rest here. There's a scent. Something. I don't know. I don't like it. Smells demonic.
Eliana's gonna pull out a torch. And I'm pretty sure I've got something to light it with.
You can light it from my axe. My axe is already on fire.
Well, there you go.
Or I could just, if you do need that on, do you need that on?
Yes.
Wes will just touch it and he'll cast light as a cantrip on it.
So now it's extremely bright instead of just a little bit of light.
Yeah.
Oh, Wesley, that's very bright. That was not what I was going for.
You will see the fog recoil away in the clearing.
Yes, Wesley, that works much better. So now that the fog is cleared from the clearing, what can we see here?
Give me an investigation check.
Would anybody like to help me?
Sure, I'll help.
Hey, Dice and Autism is rating again. Thanks, guys.
Ah, sweet.
Double rating.
Welcome back again.
You said investigation,
Yes.
so that will be 26 because I rolled a natural 20.
You will find another path leading. The one path, if you're standing in the clearing, it would be leading what would be northeast. This one leads northwest.
I'll have a sniff around that path too. See if the scent of whatever that thing was that I smelled is stronger on one path than the other.
It is stronger on the one that goes northeast.
Whatever the foul thing that left this stench in the area, it went that way. That path doesn't smell like it. I point at the new path you've just found.
Well, wait. Let's think. If Malachutius... No. Mordred said it would be days to resurrect him. Or was it days to bring him to full power?
Full power.
If he came this way, on his way to the Teleportarian, would that not leave a scent?
Does this smell anything like Malachutius to me?
Give me another perception check.
Buy me dinner first, you stud.
He got you a blaster. What more do you need?
You said perception?
Yes.
16.
It does not.
Now this don't smell like Malacutius. This is something else.
That's a witch smell? Or is that something? Or do we gotta go the other way that's not that smell?
The smell is not of this world. It is other.
Which means either the fog cleared for it, or it wants us to go that way as a trap. Shall we take our chances on the other path?
Well, I guess that depends on how likely this thing is to steer clear of the witch, or if it's her pet. Was
What was
that?
that?
I didn't hear anything, sorry.
Well, hold
Was
on.
that a wolf tier
Supposed to
or a
have been.
bird? Okay, I thought so. You popped a little bit. I think you might have pegged your mic. Pegging. Make your jokes here, folks. I think you. That's better.
Wesley will shiver visibly.
Which direction is that coming from, dear?
You can't tell.
Does this sound like a normal wolf? Or
Give me a nature check.
Wolf of unusual size.
Regardless of what it is, Wesley's already shouldered his crossbow and is now
WOUS?
every single corner around them.
I don't think they exist.
It's only a 12.
Can't tell.
But this is the deep, so I'm going to assume there's always the chance. Knowing what Ellie knows about the deep, she's going to assume that there's always a chance that this is not a normal wolf. They need to be on, and know that they need to be on guard.
Garbo.
What?
Garbo will hear a voice in his head. Hello, dearie. Welcome back.
Oh no.
You look so much better than last time.
Last time? What do you mean last time?
Are you here to make a deal?
Oh no. No, I'm not here to make no deals. No.
Is Garbo saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Garbo, what's wrong?
I got a voice in my head again. I think it's a witch or something, maybe.
Garber, just tell him yes, you want to make a deal, and then we'll bring her here, and then we can make a deal with where we're gonna absolutely kill her.
No. No, don't.
No.
When she asked
Okay.
me, she did not show herself. She simply took what she wanted.
Oh, well, the deal is that she show herself, and we kill her. That's a deal, right?
She takes something from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take something from her. Her life. He's
No.
still crossbow, like through the
Wesley?
shadows.
She takes a piece of you. She took a piece of my very essence the last time.
Yeah, gross. Definitely not gonna do that.
Well, you gotta
Like,
find her.
Take anything from her.
As she's saying, as she's saying that the witch took a piece of her very essence, I look at Garbo and go,
No. It's just,
Does Ellie see that?
Give me a perception check.
I might, because that's a 23.
Yes.
ooh.
No, your nor. She did
It
not
was
take my She did not take my virginity. She took the elven piece of me. I could not so much as think in the elven language.
it was a joke.
Master Dwarf. Would you
Hey.
like to make a deal?
Who was that too?
The dwarf.
Yeah, no.
What about you, cleric?
The only deal that I take is deals where I kill you and you come out and make it easy for me.
Oh, so you've come to kill me.
Of course, you're rich, and I am a cleric. We're natural enemies. Now, normally I would be like, hey, we could try and talk this out, but and he's saying this as he's still like crossbow, looking through the fog, standing in one place, like out loud, like, no. So usually we could probably try and talk this out, but unfortunately, you have decided to mess with people who just don't got the patience for it, and I don't have it at all anymore. Because you're a bad person, and sometimes bad people gotta be killed by good people, and I'm a good people. So make it easy, come out, and I win.
I need a intelligence saving throw. As you hear the reply, "Come find me."
And if this was the Sunday night campaign, this is where Vinfear would call you a dumbass.
I'm gonna use my lucky. And that is a 16.
You will take 11 points of psychic damage as pain sears through you as the voice in your head tells you to come find it.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
So,
Wesley, you should really be more mindful of who you're speaking to and how.
Yeah, well, they don't understand that I'm bigger than they are. Everything is bigger than them. They're little, they're in my way, and I'm gonna get rid of them.
I don't think the witch is littler than you.
Hey, are we gonna rest here and then keep on the hunt? Is that the plan?
she seems to kind of know where we are. She might just ambush us.
Take a hell of a thing to ambush us.
No, she's a coward. She wants us to find her because she doesn't want to come out and play like most witches.
I need another intelligence saving throw, Wesley.
So much better, but that is a 9.
9. Wesley, you take 40 points of psychic damage.
Okay, I start laying out the string around the clearing, 20-foot radius around the center, and it takes me 10 minutes, and I ritually cast Alarm.
Okay.
And then I sit down in the center, and I begin casting ritually Leoman's Tiny Hut.
Okay, so it takes you 20 minutes, but you do get Alarm and Leoman's Tiny Hut.
And as I'm finishing Leoman's Tiny Hut, I get everybody to come and grab hold of me so that they are within the bounds of it. And I look at Wesley. Stop being an idiot.
Just stop being a coward.
Wesley, the more you mouth off at her, the more she's going to make your head hurt.
That's fine.
She might even kill you.
I'll
Hey.
kill her first.
Just, don't leave the hut. She can't hurt you inside the hut.
Yo, excuse me, I'm just gonna go just sit over here, and then he's gonna lay down with his back on his back and just kind of like take a nap.
For the record, the spell Leoman's Tiny Hut. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit in the dome. Blah, 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 blah. Spells and other magical effects cannot extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside it is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. So for the next 8 hours, no spells or magic-like effects can get in here.
I need Eliana to please make a perception check.
Uh-oh. 16 on the die. My perception is +6. You think I know this off the top of my head. So 22.
The fog will roll away as Leomund's tiny hut comes into existence, showing the thick, lush grass there in the clearing. Where Wesley lays down, you will see the outline. You'll see the outline of a dwarf, one that you know. This is where Bayanor was laying when he was unconscious. Looking over, you'll see the familiar outline of Sarah.
Is it within reach?
Yeah, it's right there.
She'll reach out and she'll touch it. Feel her eyes start to water. Try to shake it off. And then she's going to have an idea and start looking around to see if she can find any of the witch's footprints.
Give me an investigation.
She can see the outlines of... If she figures if she can find the outlines of her friends after all this time, maybe there's a footprint to be found. Oh, it's a natural 20. That's 26 altogether.
You will find a set of footprints, but you don't know what they are.
Yarnor,
Yeah.
do you see the prints here?
Do I, Tyr?
You do.
Yeah.
Can you tell what they are from? You're better at tracking than I am.
Can I tell what they are, Tyr?
Give me a survival check.
With advantage?
Okay.
Fae Fiend or whatever? That is a natural 20. Thank you, Ustad.
They are humanesque and heavy. Whatever left the footprint weighed a couple 100 pounds and was barefoot.
Humanoid, barefoot, heavy. Couple 100 pounds at least.
So, you in werebar form? That's bare feet, right?
No, like shoeless.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even think about that. Good pun, Garbo.
No.
Good job.
Don't give him credit for that. That was bad. No.
No, Bjornor was in his dwarven form when we were here before, I believe.
Well, that doesn't match any of us then.
And we did not think to ask Mordred what the witch looks like.
How can I get any scent off of those footprints?
Yeah, it's brimstone, sulfuric.
Oh,
Unearthly.
similar to what I smelled earlier.
Yes.
If those tracks are the witch, they smell like the thing I've been smelling. Which means, and I point to the path that we saw initially. She's down there.
Well, should we go there? Or should we wait?
Eliana's gonna look at Wesley, who I'm guessing is basically unconscious on the ground at this point. I think we need to rest. Wesley seems to need it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Well, I'll take first watch, I guess.
Remember, I only have to rest for 4 hours.
Right.
So, I will take my trance.
Yeah.
Wake me, Garbo, when you're ready for relief.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, settle down here. Okay.
Give me a perception check, Garbo.
$13.
You will see a creature walk past the hut, seeming to ignore it, but it is close. Why, it's Mr. Stuffykins, just larger.
What? Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Stuffykins?
It will walk as if nonchalant, as if there is no danger. It will then begin to blur, unable to discern exactly where it's standing before it goes running off.
No.
It was a displacer beast.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's a real one. I wonder if it could help us. Ooh. Ooh. Ask Bjarno when it's time for him to wake up. Oh. I have to wait. Oh. Garbo kind of is just barely holding himself back. It's gone for now. Has it left? Okay. Once it's time for his shift to be over, he'll wake Bjarno up.
When you come to wake Bjarno up, Bjarno is using Wesley as a pillow.
Oh, okay.
Just like head, just like head on Wesley's chest, just like, you know.
Bjarno, it's time to wake up. It's your turn. You missed it. There was a Stuffykins. There was a Mr. Stuffykins out there.
What do you mean?
There was a Mr. Stuffykins out. No, well, it was a real one, a big one. It was a live one, a more live one.
Displacer beast.
Yeah.
Oh.
It ran off. I wanted to go check. I wanted to go say hi, but I thought you'd get mad at me if I said hi.
Yes. Good job. You did right, because those things will eat you, Garbo.
No, they're nice. I'm sure they're nice. They gotta be nice, right?
I mean, maybe there's a nice one out there somewhere, but most of them, they're just big, hungry cats with tentacles that will eat you.
If we ever see one again, I'm gonna try to talk to it.
Your funeral. Get some sleep.
Okay. Garbo curls up with Mr. Stuffykins.
All right, Banor, perception check.
Don't fuck me, Astad. 13.
Your shift will pass uneventful.
I don't wake Ellie so much as I wait for her trance to end so that I know how that my shift is over.
And after 4 hours, Eliana, your trance will end. You will awaken.
All right then. She'll look at Bjarnar. Anything I should know about?
Garbo saw a displacer beast walk by. He wanted to go talk to it.
Well, the displacer beast is not unusual here. I'm glad he did not go talk to it.
He is determined. I tried to tell him that, but he is determined that they are nice creatures and that the next time he sees one, he's going to try and talk to it.
And we will keep it from killing him.
Yeah. Alright. Have a good watch.
Rest well.
I'll go over and lay my head back on top of Wesley.
Who passed out, like, back. He's splaying. He's like... when a dog like lays on their back, that is how he is laying, because the backpack is his bed and he's just laying on it.
And I'm suddenly wondering if you scratch Wesley behind the ear, does his leg kick?
All right, Eliana, perception check.
All right. Oh, we want to roll the d20, not the d8. That's not as good as I've been rolling. That's 15. Sorry. 8 and 7.
15.
Right? No, 8 and 6. 8 and 6, 14. Sorry.
14. You will hear that howling, that off in the distance. It will sound almost unnerving as you're the only one awake.
She will, knowing that nothing can come in, she will simply keep her short sword close to her side and try to be watchful. Maybe move around so she can see different directions out of the hut, since we can see through it.
She will not see anything.
She will keep her eyes and ears peeled. Pardon me?
See, I knew I was
And-
boring.
No, it's not you. No, I recently, on a friend's recommendation, started trying to use higher dose CBD oil to help manage my fibromyalgia pain. And I'm finding that it's not really working for me, but it makes me kind of tired. I shouldn't have bothered taking it. So she'll just try to be aware and wary. And she will take the last 2 shifts, so hers and Wesley's, to make sure that Wesley can rest since he was injured.
All right, give me another perception check.
All right. Well, that's better. 16?
As you're watching, looking through the different angles or whatever, you will see the trees begin to move places, as if the entire forest is reconfiguring itself.
I was afraid of something like that. She will look to where the paths were. Are the paths still there?
They are.
So other things are changing around, but the paths are remaining.
Mm-hmm.
She'll kind of keep an eye on that, as well as trying to be mindful of creatures nearby. And she will wait for the others to wake.
And morning will come. Or what feels like morning, as there's no way to tell time in the deep, as you cannot see the sun. Just the thick canopy of black leaves growing from what trees are alive. What you smiling about, Patrick?
Do we get a long rest?
You get a long rest.
Yay! Tyr, having a connection to the holy Belvoliolio and his kindness and grace, and divine intervention not working after having done it. Pardon me. It does not work for a solid week. Will I be able to use that connection to tell how long we have been in the deep?
You cannot. It's as if anything that can mark time is just untouchable.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Arbo makes his morning brew, makes up a little bit of a treat for everyone. Passes around a moss cake to each person. Here's a treat for the day. Eat up. Get your health on.
While my coffee is brewing, I am going to ritually cast Identify on the dagger that Mordred gave me.
It is a dagger of poison. It has 2 charges remaining. It unleashes Darkened poisoning.
2 charges remaining,
Yes.
or 2 charges per day?
2 charges remaining.
Okay.
Senator Garbo, his voice is like stretches. Sleeping on a backpack is just not good for your back.
Oh no, yeah, I bet.
Mars on this Mars type.
What?
The moss cake. What is the effects of this moss cake? As he has eaten the moss cake.
Oh, it gives you 5 health.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's your daily treat. Well, 5 temp HP, I should say.
Well, they're sitting there eating their moss cakes and they're talking. Eliana's gonna pull out her father's compass and see if it works.
Beautifully. It spins in a circle so beautifully.
Yeah, when you said beautifully, I was like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, this will not be any help here. She will close it, put it back in her pocket.
Well, we know it was that way now, right?
Think so.
Here.
Alright, I'm gonna eat my moss cake after looking at it dubiously. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw my axes and light them both back up.
Yandor, it's only been 8 hours, but I feel like, and this is after you've already like lit up the axis. I feel like we maybe need to take a little bit of the kumbaya, get a little extra, for a little bit of time. Get a little bit of the reset of the clock, get a little good positive vibes flowing for the day.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
I sit down in the circle and I hold out my elbows. I'm not letting go of my axes.
Oh, we're gonna do it that way. Okay. Garbo puts one arm through his arm, so we're holding elbow to elbow.
The pandemic version of the circle of meditation.
Wouldn't that be touching elbows so we weren't too close?
Yeah, they're touching elbows. Yeah.
Okay, this works too. We're channeling the inners and we're touching and we're feeling the vibes, and 10 minutes later, relax. And your arms feel good. We feel good about this. And now the 12-hour clock has reset for the mass death loop.
Well, we have eaten. You've each done your rituals. I suppose it is time to attempt to find the witch and not run our mouths at her, Wesley.
About the witch. He just starts kind of mumbling to himself and takes his place standing next to you as you are the guide and he is the crossbow.
Hearing him mumbling like this, she's gonna turn around, take a knee, put a hand on his cheek. Wesley, you are dear to me, and I simply want to protect you.
Well, that's kind of silly. That's my job. To protect you. That's why we did it trivia.
We protect each other. That is what family does.
Oh. Been a while since I saw about that.
Wesley, the family I was born into is gone. And the family that took me on from there is gone. And when I lost Sarah, I thought I had lost everything, but I still have the three of you. You are like my brothers. And I will do what I can to keep you safe, as I know that you will do the same for us. So please don't mouth off at the witch.
Because you asked me to, I will keep my mouth shut.
Now I need everyone to earmuff. I ask that those of you now listening do not put any of this in chat or anything, as this is for the audience only. Unbeknownst to the party of blood hunters and to the party that are to come tomorrow night, the forces of Angramora are amassing at the gates, as one Lilith stands at the gates of Angramora with the angel fire blade, ready to destroy the gates.
Did you secretly tell them we're going to break? I mean, did you secretly tell them all that we're going to break?
No, I did not.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start tracking the footprints and the scent, and following them down the path.
What seems like hours, maybe more than hours, you travel this path. The ground to either side of the trail becoming thorny, thick, thorny vines as thick as Garbo's arms, wrapping and coiling all over each other. Before long, you come to a bridge where a river of smoke and shadow flow. It is the River of Dreams. According to the people of the Emerald, the dreams of the forest empty into the lake. The water is supposed to have great restorative powers if you follow the trail to find the lake. The bridge looks as if it was made yesterday. It is fresh and new, but the thick coating of dirt and moss in areas betray that it's been there for some time.
Does the trail go over the bridge?
The scent does, yes.
What about the footprints?
They do not.
Do they go a different way?
No. They disappear.
Scent goes over the bridge, but footprints seem to have disappeared.
Could it have jumped over?
I don't know. Nobody knows till we get to the other side, I reckon.
You will hear growling from behind you. You will see a creature that looks like a wolf stepping from the fog on its back legs. 4 arms, finger claws, making needy motions in the air as saliva drips from its maw.
I immediately start transforming.
Crimson right.
Yeah, if you let us get it off, Ellie's gonna pull, because she's a dual wielder, she's gonna pull both her blade and dagger, and she'll activate the Crimson Right on the short sword.
You will hear.
Loose as the bolt.
You will hear. Oh, coming from what is now behind you as you turn, as you see 2 more stalking across the bridge. Make your attack roll, Wesley.
Hell yeah. Come on, Wesley. Let your little fingers catch the bolt. I am using a lucky. for a 17.
Misses. The creature snapping the arrow out of the air and throwing it aside. I need everyone, please, roll initiative and join me in Owlbear Rodeo.
Don't fuck me, Ustad.
While you're doing that, I will switch up to our battle music. Brought to you by our very own Patrick. Thanks, Pants.
Thanks, Pants.
Switch over. Let's see. Today's map is brought to you by Kawaii Tornado. I'm fixing to throw it up for the audience.
Yay, Quiet Tornado.
Mm-hmm.
And me. I get to look at the map through the stream.
All right. Bayanor.
Whopping 13.
Eliana.
That beats my 6.
Garbo.
Also a 13.
And Wesley.
Also a 6.
All right, Garbo, what's your dex?
16.
What's yours, Bayanor?
12.
All right, and Wesley?
My dexterity is... Sorry, hold on here. My dexterity is a 16.
And Eliana?
20.
All right. Oh, I forgot to number them now. Bear 1 second. Bayanor, you will notice these creatures being this close, they have the same scent as the Umbrakai.
I will growl out so that everyone else knows. These creatures are shadow-based, like Umbrakai.
And now they will take their attack. The first one charging you, Bayanor. Let me pull up their sheet. First attack with its one claw, 26.
That'll hit.
That is 4 points of necrotic damage. It feels as if when they claw at you, they brush through you instead of making physical contact. But it still hurts.
Fucker.
Second claw attack, 27.
Yep.
That is 12 points of necrotic damage. And it goes to bite at you. And 13 will hit. Will that hit? All right. Number 2 is charging you, Garbo. Running on back legs, its 4 arms reaching out for you. First attack, 26.
Oh, that's definitely hits, yeah. Wow.
9 points of necrotic damage. Next attack, 25.
Oh, yeah, definitely hits.
9 points of necrotic damage. It goes for the bite. 24.
Oh, yeah.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Is this a poison?
No.
Okay. In that case, I get an 18.
18. You will take 19 points of necrotic damage as you feel this
goodness.
darkness try to enter you, but you're able to, through force of will, push it away.
Wow.
Wesley, the third one, charging you, howling. Ho! 29.
That'll hit.
11 points of necrotic damage. Second claw, 22.
That'll hit.
$11 points of necrotic damage. The bite, 11.
Curse of the eyeless. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Curse of the eyeless. So you get to subtract, I think it's one of my Hemocraft die.
I think it just imposes disadvantage.
When a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you use your reaction to roll 1 Hemocraft die and subtract the number rolled from the creature's attack roll. So subtract 5 from whatever you rolled.
So 6.
No, that is no hit.
All right, Garbo, you're up.
Okay, well, we're gonna. My cauldron's already lit up, so it's gonna go after it. Let's see. Let's see the first hit. We got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 just hits.
Okay, good. Ooh. Okay, that one these get re-rolled. 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage.
13 and 8, you said?
Yes, 13 and 8. And then second swing is a 23 to hit. That
All
one
right.
is going to be for 10 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage.
What's your passive
And then
perception?
Oh, my passive perception is 11.
Okay. And I rolled a 10, so it doesn't seem like your cauldron's doing much damage to them.
Oh no! They need a. Okay. Well, I guess. Let's see. I have a bonus action still, so I'll throw the cauldron down, and then I can use my interact action to draw my flail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to bonus action to light the flail. It seems like the fire's working though, right?
It seems like the fire's working.
Okay, so we'll light it on fire, dealing 8 damage to myself.
All right, is that your turn?
And that's my turn. Yep,
All
that's my
right.
turn.
Baranor.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna lay into this big boy in front of me. First attack is 16 plus 10, 26. No, yes, 26.
26
Math.
will hit.
And that does. These are one of those. So that's 3 points of fire and 13 points of slashing from the silvered obsidianite axe.
Okay.
That's attack 1. Attack number 2. Probably not going to hit 15.
15 misses.
Attack number 3 is a 25.
25 hits.
And that'll be 7 points of fire and 11 points of slashing from the obsidianite axe.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Eliana.
I'm going to use my action to cast Mirror Image.
Alrighty.
All right, so 3 illusory duplicates of myself will appear. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with me and mimic my actions, shifting position so it's impossible to track which image is real. Each time a creature targets me with an attack during the spell's duration, I need to roll a d20 to determine whether the attack hits me or one of the duplicates.
Okay.
And then it scales it, what you have to roll, depending on how many duplicates. So we can get to that when we go.
Alright, is that your action?
That is my action.
Alright. Wesley.
Wesley is going to be like, fuck, I don't want to be here. And he's going to duck down, taking the disengage action to go away from the creatures, kind of where, back where Eliana previously was, but now there's 3 of them going back, kind of back behind her. And then as a bonus action, he is going to yell out to Garbo and Bjarnor, saying, feel better, I know this thing's very hurt, I suck a lot, feel better. And he's casting Mass Healing Word at 3rd level.
Alrighty.
So the 2 of you will get 17 points of health back.
Good.
Is that your turn?
And that is Wesley's turn.
Alright. Number 1, going after you again, Banor.
Yep.
13.
Nope.
24.
Yep.
4 points of necrotic damage. Goes for the bite. 17.
Nope.
Alright, the next one, number 3, going after you, Garbo. With the claw. 13.
No, that doesn't hit.
17.
17 just barely hits. Yep.
12 points of necrotic damage. And the bite. 21.
Oh, yep.
I need a Constitution saving throw. As you will take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, I hit a natural 20 on that, so I got 26.
Alright. Number 2 will charge forward to you, Eliana.
Okie doke.
So first attack is a 23.
Hold on.
I think you moved me instead of Wesley before.
Oh.
So it'd be the other one. Charge it. There you go. But so the other one can charge, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
All right. What was your roll here?
23.
All right, let me roll my d20. I rolled higher than a 6, and all 3 of my duplicates should still be present because they haven't used any yet. So it hits a duplicate. So that'll take off one of my duplicates.
Alright. Next attack. 17.
That does.
Don't forget you have
No,
both
that
weapons
doesn't.
in your hand.
No, that does not hit my AC.
All right. And goes for the bite.
Okay.
27.
27 would. Let me roll and see if you hit me or a duplicate. It's cocked. Don't do that. Nope, that hits me, not a duplicate, because I needed to roll an 8 or higher.
All right, I need a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Natural 20, so that will make that 25.
All right, you will take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
That will bring up Garbo.
Okay. Well then, haha. We'll just hit the one that's oh goodness, can I get, if I move around to flank, am I still in range of the other one?
Let me see. If you move to flank, you will take an opportunity of attack.
Okay, we're not going to do that then. In that case, I'm just going to sit here on the side and hit the one that is hitting Ellie.
Alrighty.
Just attack with the flail. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Dealing 16 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage. And then a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Dealing wow, that's a good one. 17 18 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire damage. And then bonus action for a third hit. We're getting a 26 to hit. Dealing 14 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage. And that's my turn.
It looks
Swing,
hurt.
swing.
There's
Good.
ash and shadow coming out of the wounds that you left on its body as it growls.
Here, I have to make a minor correction. I'm supposed to roll that die to see if you target me or a duplicate. And since that one was a 17, that would have hit the duplicate.
We'll leave it stand.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Nope, you're fine.
That's what I get for trying to read it quickly.
All right. Bayanor.
All right. Chopping away. Will a 17 hit?
No.
Will a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 just hits.
All right. For 6 points of fire and 13 points of slashing. And 21 to hit
That hits.
for 7 points of fire and 11 points of slashing.
It's looking hurt as well. It has that smoke and ash sifting out of the wounds.
That'll do it for my turn.
That's your turn. That will bring up Eliana.
Okie doke. Well, since number 2 is up in my grill, I'm gonna go after him with my short sword, which has my Crimson Rite of Lightning activated on it. 21.
21
Sorry,
hits.
22. My to hit went up to 11 from 10 to 22.
22 hits.
Need the d6 for my sword and the d8 for my lightning. Alright, so that is going to be 8 points of slashing and 3 points of lightning.
the blade cutting through the lightning, bursting inside the creature, its eyes growing wide, that glowing red that was there dimming as it falls to ash.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to step between. I don't know which one is actually me. Well, I gotta move all three of them anyway.
The one with the
I'm
blue
gonna-
ring.
Yep. They all move with me. They mimic my movement. So I'll move the two of them as well. I'm going to step between Wesley and number 1 so that it can't turn on him. And target him for my second attack. That's going to miss, though. Because it's only going to be 14. And then, since I've got my dagger out, I'm going to take my bonus attack with my dagger. That's a 2. Rolled a 2. So,
All
miss with
right.
both of those.
All right,
That'll
Wesley.
be my turn.
Okay. Seeing that his friend is hurt quite a bit, and his other friends are getting hit pretty bad, Wesley is going to use his action to cast Mass Cure Wounds, targeting himself, Eliana, Bjarnor, and Garbo. Kind of lowering the crossbow and kind of wiggling his hand out in front of himself, being like, "Everybody's gonna feel better." Yeah. And the yeah is the thing. Everybody in that I just named will get. Give me a second here. $27 points of health back.
Wow.
Nice.
And that is his turn.
All right. Number 1, bearing down on you again, Bayanor.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Yep. That'll hit.
10 points of necrotic damage. 27.
That'll hit.
16 points of necrotic damage. Goes to bite. 23.
That'll hit.
I need a Constitution saving throw. As you take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Con save, you say?
Yes.
That is a 25.
25. You are fine.
And how much necrotic?
15.
Bite.
Garbo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. That's a nat 20.
It's hot. Uh-oh.
No, it's not. Reroll it.
Oh, nice.
I'm using the feat.
Yep.
Unwarp the weave. Unweave
So-
the warp, whatever it's called.
Yep. 28.
28 still hits. Yeah.
Wait a second. Does that force a reroll or does that deduct?
It does not. I just reread it. It does not force a reroll. It just negates the double damage. So either way, it was still a hit, but you do not get the critical damage from it.
All right, sounds good. So that'll be 16 points of necrotic damage. 13 to hit,
Oh, 13 doesn't hit.
and then the bite. 28.
Oh, that does hit. Yeah.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, that's a 16 con save.
You will take 17 points of necrotic damage. But the good news is you passed your throw.
Oh, good. Okay.
And it is now Garbo's turn.
Oh, good. Time to swing at this one that's swinging at me now.
How much
Okay.
damage did you take that last turn?
Um. 2 minus 5 is 37 points, roughly,
Cool.
in my estimation.
Cool. Thank you.
So, I got a 31 to hit.
That will hit.
And we got 16 bludgeoning damage and 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And then we got a 21 to hit,
21 hits.
dealing 15 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire damage. And
Okay.
then we got a 22 to hit, dealing 18 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire damage. That's a lot of hits.
It looks hurt. Is that your
Oh,
turn?
that's good. That's my turn.
All right, Banor.
All right. Choppy. 26 to hit
26 hits.
for 4 points of fire and 11 points of slashing.
That'll do it.
Yes, Welster, chippity chop. Like a lumberjack.
That'll take it out.
Oh, and there's still one more in there. So I will move to flank. And that was my first attack, yeah? So second attack is a 28
That'll hit.
for 7 points of fire and 13 points of slashing. Bonus attack is a 25 to hit. And that'll do 8 points of fire damage and 14 points of slashing.
And that will do it.
I wasn't even rolling with advantage. I moved to flank and I didn't roll with advantage on those last two.
The last of the Umbravex falling dead at your feet.
Good.
Look.
Look. Yeah. Yeah, looks like I just better try to fail. Good Cauldron. Cauldron was great for a long time. Unfortunately, it seems like it's gotta just be used for cooking anymore. So Garbo takes the Cauldron, puts the stick through it, and puts the stick kind of in his belt so that the Cauldron kind of hangs off the stick off of his back, kind of like a flag.
I'll allow it.
Well, now we can find him places.
Yeah.
Let's look for the stick.
And this is where we're going to take our second break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back. And we are back. Thank you so much for hanging out while we took our final break, got our snickety snacks, our beverages of choice. Before the break, the party had chosen a path and started down it. They had encountered creatures they had never seen before, the four-armed wolf-like creatures, which are known as Umbravex. They are a creation of my own design, and I had to test them out so I could know how to tweak them before I sent them after their real target. So thanks, guys, for being a test bed. Don't worry, I'm just going to make them a little bit more difficult.
Wesley's just gonna walk over to Garbo, put his hand on his shoulder, be like, "Sir, I like your flag. Also, you should just feel better." And he casts Heal on you, where you just get a flat 78 health points back.
Oh man. Okay.
Björnor,
Yeah.
you said they smelled like the Umbrakai.
Yeah.
So these things were not of the deep, if they are of Angramora. The things of the deep are of Nightmare.
Well, maybe they were a hunting party. We know that Angramora and the Nightmare Realm are at war.
I can't
So-
even imagine what they would be after.
I don't know.
Versus bodies.
No, there is
Suppose
no
that
body.
possibility.
The body was gone, just the roses remained.
But
Or
if the
just-
witch was trying to raise him,
Yeah.
I suppose it's a possibility if they know.
Oh, sorry, Bjornor, how you feeling, buddy? Do you want some heals?
Won't say no. I'm a little beat up.
Okay.
All right, I go over.
And he puts his hand. He looks you square in the face, more or less, because he's however tall, and I think you're like a head taller than he is, or something like that. So he'll put his hands.
I'm 4'6".
Oh wait, are you still in bear
Oh no,
form?
I'm still in bear form, so I'm 9 foot.
Oh, then he'll just like put his hands on your leg, and just be like, yes. And he's like feeling, and then he'll bring his face close to your leg, looking at you, and very quickly give you a tiny peck on your leg and say, "Now come again," and immediately rushes behind to hide behind.
Hell, you doing it? Get up! God damn!
Oh yeah, and I'll dismiss my duplicates, so there's only one of me again.
But you will get. Here we go. Time for 5 of these. 1, 2, yeah, 17. That's 3. 43 points of healing.
Oof. Nice.
I got a question, guys.
What's that?
Do we want to do another giveaway?
High low. Leave it to the will of the dice.
All right. High we do, low we don't.
Sounds good.
Really, Lockie, was your idea.
All right. Yeah, we're giving away another set of dice.
What'd you roll?
16.
All right, let's see who gets them. Halo the Wise Wolf. Halo the Wise Wolf. Please send an email to tier@willofthedice.com. You've just won a set of our Cat's Eye Ambassador dice. They are beautiful. Someone else hold them out because the color washes out in mine.
I got. Yeah.
They are beautiful dice, luxury dice, and so email me your shipping information, and I will send you a set of dice. Congratulations. They are beautiful dice. They are
really
absolutely
are.
beautiful. Like the
camera
picture
just
on the
doesn't do them
website,
justice.
the picture on the website doesn't do them justice either.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what do you want to do?
I want to kill this bitch. Witch.
Yeah. Cross the bridge and start looking for the trail again.
As
Well,
you
the trail we were following was the Imbrivex.
No. I was following a trail that smelled like sulfur and brimstone. These creatures smelled like shadow.
Ah.
Like, so I was following something that smelled closer to the nightmare realm than.
hold on 1 second, trying to find the proper music to put on.
Needs the
'Cause
correct ambiance.
ambiance is important. Give me a perception check there, or investigation check, actually.
Don't fuck me,
Yeah.
stud. Oh, that's good. 18. Oh, investigation. Sorry. 25.
Yeah, it's easy to pick the trail back up.
All right. Looks like she's this way. Let's go.
And so you travel deeper into the deep, the fog rolling thicker, now covering the path. Your only guide is Bayonor's nose, because the nose always knows. Or does it? You will hear skittering noises around you. Please, everyone, make a perception check. Holy shit. Stella Luna just rated us with a party of 60.
Holy
Thanks for the
shit.
raid.
Thanks for the raid, guys.
Sure, you said these were perception checks?
Yes.
All right. That's not bad.
Bayanor.
9. 9.
9. Eliana.
22.
Garbo.
17.
Wesley.
17 as well.
I need everyone but Eliana to please earmuff.
What
Once
you got
more.
for me, oh wise and wonderful DM?
Once more, you will see the trees begin to remove themselves and skitter, relocating in different places. The very land around you changing, this time including the path.
Shit. So the path is there still a path, but a different path, or is it covered by trees and bushes now?
It's gone.
Without moving from the spot she's standing in, she's going to turn and look behind them as well. Is that part of the path still visible?
No.
All right. Well,
The
crap.
fog rolls back in, covering your feet once more.
All right, at this point, she would ask Wesley again for light, so. Everybody hold.
I stop.
Look around. The trees have moved. The path is gone. Including behind us.
That's not good.
Wesley? She'll pull a torch again and hold it out. Can you give me
Yep.
light again?
Puts his little finger out, touches the edge of it, says, "You're lucky." He casts cantrip light on it.
As you cast Cantrip Light, there is that 20-foot radius of bright light and then another 20 foot of dim. All of a sudden, it compacts down to the spot of about 2 inches. One of the tree limbs coming down, touching it, and absorbing it.
The tree limb coming down, or the branch coming down and touching, or grabbing the torch, she would let go. Like,
The torch will fall into the fog as it only absorbed the light.
yeah, she'll drop it as soon as the branch gets close. Mostly out of fear that if it would grab it and yank it, she'd be holding onto it. Well, that did not work like last time.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
The trees didn't seem to like the light.
Arbo hits the ball of his flail against his head, blood trickling down it, lighting it on fire with his crimson right.
The fire will come to a point of about 2 inches. Another tree limb coming down, absorbing it.
Oh, that's not good at all. That's really bad. That hurt my head for no reason.
Garbo, you'll feel something almost licking the wound.
What's that?
You don't
What is what?
feel anything when you reach up. When you move your hand, it feels like it again, something licking your wound.
I hit my head with my hand.
Nothing happens. After a moment, it feels like it again, something licking the wound.
I'm just gonna put my hand on my head, just leaving it there.
What's wrong, Garbo?
It's like something's touching me.
You will feel something almost like a cat nudge against you, trying to move your hand.
What? Something's trying to get at my head where I'm bleeding. Just a small little cut. It's not that big of a deal.
Wesley's gonna kind of squint his eyes, looking around Garbo for any sort of shape or anything.
And then those of you looking at Garbo will see a cat just materialize. Blood covering its white fur as it will sit on his shoulder, grooming itself.
Garbo,
Don't.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but the only cat you have is Mr. Stuffykins, correct?
Yeah, just Mr. Stuffykins. Yeah, he's wrapped around my neck.
So who is the cat on your shoulder?
Do I see it?
You do. As soon as you scream, it jumps down and runs into the fog.
Who was that? That was.
I need everyone to give me a perception check. Bayanor, you may do it with advantage.
Oh, that's a 19.
Oh, that's good. Dirty 20.
Eliana.
25.
Garbo.
15.
Wesley.
15.
The very ground has turned you. You're facing in a different direction.
Oh, this is very disconcerting.
Which way did we come from?
Can we tell
Where
which
are
way we
we?
came from?
No.
I don't know, Garbo, and my compass does not work here.
Oh. So now which way do we go?
I don't know. I can't navigate us by the trees because they keep moving.
I'm gonna check for the scent that I've been
Okay.
following, and knowing like the older to newer of the scent, trying to follow from oldest to newest. Is that another investigation roll?
Yep.
That is a 17.
The scent is to your left, where it was
That way.
straight ahead of you. It is now to your left.
I start following the trail.
Hey,
Wait for
you
me.
picked up the scent again? Okay.
Because he's going to follow right behind Bjorn.
As you all are walking, the fog will start growing thicker and higher. It is now covering most of Wesley and Garbo's face, only their eyes and stuff peeking out.
Everybody grab onto the person in front of you.
Okay.
I have an idea. I'll lose the right, but it's okay. She's going to sheath her blades, take out a length of rope from her pack, tie it on Garbo's waist, tie it to her own, tie it to Wesley's waist, hold out the other end to Bjarnor. You want to be tied to us? Or do you want to be loose
Yep.
in case you have to take
No.
off?
I'll tie it on to the
All
back of my belt, and I'll start leading the way again, following the scent.
Following the scent, the thick fog growing even higher now, covering the heads completely of Garbo and Wesley.
I can't see at all.
I'm really glad we're attached to each other, because otherwise I wouldn't know you're there.
Well, it was either tie us together or pick up Wesley and carry him like a toddler again, and then hold Garbo's hand with her other one, you know, like the mom at the store with two kids.
Wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but this way I can get my blade back out and have a bladed hand.
And so you will travel. You will come finally to a wall of fog, extending as high as you can see and as wide as you can see. Your vision unable to penetrate it. The scent ending here. As the fog swirls, you will see faces begin to press through, twisted in agony and torment. You, Wesley and Garbo, will see faces coming up right in front of your own. They will call. Tormented hands reaching for you. Help me. Eliana, give me an insight check.
Okie dokie. My rolls have been all over the place tonight, so let's see how this one goes. You said insight. So that will be a whole 11.
Okay. This is what Talcafar live in.
She's never doubted that what the Talcafar dealt with in the deep was dangerous, terrifying. But yeah, she grew up with the stories. I imagine some of the people she had known as a little girl might have even become Talcafar down the line. And even knowing all of that, seeing it, gives her a whole new level of respect for them.
Sorry. I hit a button and blocked Locke's face. Hit a button and blocked Locke's face, sorry.
No one needs to see my face. It's fine.
All right.
At least
What was you going to say, Eliana?
nothing appropriate.
Well, go ahead. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. What do we do, Ellie? This is real scary.
We keep moving forward.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to be a type of fire anymore after this. This is kind of scary. Put our head into the thick fog with the spaces and the hands. This is great. I love being a half a friend.
Eliana's going to activate the Crimson Rite of Lightning on her blade again.
And as you do, the lightning will travel over the blade, come to a 2-inch circle, and a tree limb will come down.
Wait, let me take my damage from that because I did activate it. Luckily, I rolled a 1 on that d8. Basically, I wanted to see what would happen. Our blood magic on our weapons does not seem to work here.
Or regular magic, for that matter.
At least not when it comes to light. The lightning creates light. She's gonna nick her leg again, and this time activate her Crimson Rite of Cold, just to see what'll happen.
Same thing.
Takes it.
Yep.
No, it's not just the light.
Also, as your physician, maybe could we stop hurting ourselves for a little bit?
That's just a nick.
Okay, but y'all just look. I don't know. I'm just scared. I don't want you to die. I'm very scared.
Well, it doesn't. Well, let's see what happens. She's gonna hold out her hand and kind of fire an Eldritch Blast into the off into to nothing. There's no target. She just wants to see what'll happen.
It just travels.
But it doesn't dissipate or get absorbed by anything.
Nope.
So it's just the blood magic on their blades that seems to be getting absorbed.
Give me an insight check.
And Wesley's light spell.
Right.
Never mind about the insight check.
Oh, okay.
Locke said it. And Wesley's
now.
light spell.
Well, that's why she tried the cold, because her first thought was it's anything that's creating light.
But Wesley's magic comes from a different source than our hematurgy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and my magic comes from a patron.
So maybe it's source oriented.
Alright. So I can still create an Eldritch Blast. But Wesley cannot use his light. And our blood magic does not seem to work.
Well, some of it does. I can still transform. I gesture to my werebear self.
That is true. I forget sometimes that that's just not who you are. What? He's a papa bear.
I mean, I don't know. That is an interesting philosophical questioning. I never delved much into it. Technically, the rite that I went through to become Order of the Lycan infected me with lycanthropy, but my hematurgy suppresses most of the negative side effects of the disease, leaving me able to control it. So I control it with the hematurgy. So I guess that means the hematurgy works on some level still.
That is fair. She's gonna kind of stick her blade into the wall of swirling fog in front of them and slide it down just to see what happens.
Give me a strength check.
Knew I should have done this with my dagger. Because this is not a strong character. She's dex-based. Said it's a strength check, right?
Yes. Or save, whichever.
A strength save. Okay, that's slightly better. So that'll be 14.
As you stick your blade in, something will grab your wrist and drag you into the fog.
Okay.
That'll pull us all back.
I was gonna say.
Where was Ileana in the?
I had Garbo and Wesley tied to either side of me, and then one of the ends from one of them tied to you.
I need Garbo and Wesley to make strength checks as they were tied.
We're all tied together.
Oh, everybody make a strength check.
Hope you all enjoy my flat roll.
Now you had me roll a save tier. Do you want them to roll saves or?
Yeah, saves. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just clarifying.
Banor.
Hold on, checking. What is that from? Why do I get that? I don't know why I get that. Maybe it's because I'm in werebear form. It must be because I'm in werebear form. Okay. I actually get advantage on my strength checks. And that's a natural 20.
All right. Garbo.
Plus 8 for the record.
28. All right.
21.
21. Wesley.
4.
Wesley will be jerked in as well. The rope severed.
Can I have a chance to grab the rope?
Give me a athletics or dexterity check. This is a check, not a save.
A dex check. I'm
Yes.
good at that. That's not bad, though. 17.
You grab the rope. When you do, something, two hands now grab you and yank. I need a strength save.
You're not going to believe this. But I rolled an 11. But because I get advantage, I rolled again. And I got another natural.
It is unable to pull you through.
So I wrap the rope around my hand and I start yanking back on it.
It comes clean.
Oh. Where is everyone? Garno, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. They got yanked in.
Where are they? Ellie! Wesley!
Nothing.
Can we hear them on the other side or
You
where
can't.
we are?
You cannot.
Can I? Am I able to get a hold of Wesley at all?
You can. He's there right beside you.
Allie's gonna pick at Wesley up and put her on her hip so she doesn't lose him.
Eliana, you and Wesley are standing in a field of green with the scent of spearmint dancing to your nostrils.
Well, we're not in the
Garbo.
Emerald Forest anymore.
Yeah?
I'm going to try and find Garbo and grab hold of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is probably going to suck. I'm going to find the spot where, using my nose, where Ileana and Wesley got yanked through. And holding on to, holding the front of Garbo's shirt, I'm just going to pick him up and jump through.
As you jump through, you jump into a green field. The scent of spearmint strong. And you will hear a voice coming from seeming the sky. Well, 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 a trap was laid, it seemed, for now the heroes are in the court of the Candy King. And this is where we are pausing our adventure for this evening.
You bastard!
You are a bastard, sir.
This is not episode 100. This is episode 32.
Stone cold.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I hate you so much. Love you, but I hate you so much. Garbo, also, I told you this was gonna suck.
Yeah.
Ah. Yay. All right, guys. Excellent game tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed playing.
Oh, man.
Hope the audience enjoyed watching. I thought about waiting to episode 100, but I decided against it. I decided no. So for those of you wondering, the Realm of the Candy King, it was inspired by a combination of Ren and some really wicked extra Percocet dreams. And then I actually ran a party through it. I decided it wasn't crazy enough, so I have mutated it. It has now become much, much more.
Yeah, so Patrick, you're welcome for that original one you had to suffer through. Think of me having to deal with the mutated one as revenge.
No. No. Now I have a character. Last time I was here, I had a character who was smart and understood what was happening and went basically crazy fighting with what appeared to be a narrator. Now I don't know what's going to happen to my small little kobold. Hi everyone, my name's Patrick and I was the voice of Wesley Underfoot, the physician clerical healer, and probably going to be insane next game. You can find me on Twitter at Peculiar Patrick.
I'm Dan. We're going to see how well Garbo can prevent himself from eating things next time, because that doesn't seem like a good thing in this place. But I'll see you next time. You can find me on Twitter at Ravenous Dan.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley, the one who's finding way too much humor in all of this. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi gamers, I'm Locke Clark. I play Bjornar Sangar, and we're all crazy here. You can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
And I'm Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM, and I'm crazy, so I'm giving away another set of dice. Why? Because I can. And then I'll have one more set to give away tomorrow night. And that'll be all of them. And this site dice will go to... Hold on. Let me roll the dice. Dragon Goddess 1066. You just want a set of our ambassador dice.
Yay, Dragon Goddess!
So
That's awesome.
Please send me your shipping information to tyr at wheelofthedice.com, and I'll get those out next week. I have been Tyr the DM, the world's okayest DM. This has been fun, guys. This has been really fun. Tonight was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm not going to lie, when I scooped up Wesley, saying we're not in the Emerald Forest anymore, I was totally going for that we're not in Kansas anymore vibe. But I don't have ruby slippers, so there's no heel clicking that's going to get us out of this one.
That's okay. There's probably an anatomically humanoid dog that's wearing them in a blue gingham dress. It's fine. There's no horrific human pet in there. No such thing.
And if the dog does choose to wear heels and gingham, I support those life choices.
Same.
Before we get out of here, guys, I just want to remind you that when things get hard and times get tough, there are people out there to help you. Let them. You deserve it. As someone that fights depression and bipolar disorder, I can tell you, if it wasn't for my support group, I would literally be dead. That's not exaggeration. That is, every day is a fight for my life. You guys are one of the reasons I'm still around, so thank you. And just remember that love and inclusion, these are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. Until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. Love you guys.